And we're back. Another week.
We are back.
Day after 4th of July. Seth forgot the white and the blue. He's all...
I am all
what
red.
color? Yeah,
Maroon.
Burgundy. You're just
burgundy.
full on.
Yeah, yesterday I had a really good outfit, so technically I did celebrate.
I mean, it kind of matches. It almost kind of looks like a onesie.
Yeah, it does.
Because it kind of runs into the pants.
Yeah.
That's
why I got it.
I'm wearing all blue.
Yep.
Actually, so I didn't think about that.
Well, your skin's white. So I got red and white. You got blue and white.
Meet in the middle somewhere. It's America right there.
Yep. It's America colors right here. We actually do look good on there.
Yeah. Just the red and the blue. It's really patriotic today.
Right. So there was some good news this week for you. Heard you had a really good week.
I worked the whole time.
Well, your best friend, Diddy, he got acquitted for most of his crimes.
I did hear about that. Didn't he get charged with something there? He got like a...
I think he's getting charged with like 2 counts of like prostitution.
Sexual assault. Oh, prostitute. He was the prostitute?
Like he was transferring prostitutes.
Isn't it just trafficking?
I think it's like what Trump got prosecuted. Prosecuted for. It's like the most minor of the crimes.
But I don't understand. Prostitution.
It's like, I don't really know, but I think it was for basically harboring and trafficking the prostitutes.
He made a business out of
prostitution.
Basically, like he was the Uber. He was the app.
Yep.
People would go on the
He's
Diddy
like, come
app.
here for the prostitutes.
Mm-hmm. They ordered prostitutes from Diddy.
Yeah.
Okay. Seems like they could have got him for a lot more than just that. I guess that's what...
Yeah. They could have, but, when you got a lot of money, you could probably pay off the jury and the judge.
Oh, yeah. Or if they have, like, any kind of, like... If they were big fans.
Yeah.
They have no morals.
Like you, I know if you were in that... I don't know if you were there or not, but...
I literally know nothing about Diddy. I don't know. I mean, I couldn't name one of his...
Lifelong
did he do songs?
friends.
Did he do songs, or was it kind of like Marshmello, where he just...
I think he did some songs. I don't think I've ever heard a song of his off the top of my head.
It's probably like one of those things where we've heard it, but we didn't really remember. It's like, I don't know, like any of those songs from like the 2000s. Like it'll come on. I haven't heard it in forever. I didn't even know that I know it.
Yeah.
But it comes on and I just know the words. I'm like, well, it's just because.
But he must not be that good if like, cause, like Katy Perry, Britney Spears. You can name a few of their songs.
Yeah, but he also must not be that good if he had to resort to
freak offs.
Yeah.
That's one of the craziest things I've ever heard about.
Yeah, I mean all those famous people.
And I wasn't even
followed suit.
Yeah,
right there with him.
Shows you organized crime. She was definitely.
She was good friends with. Puff.
I'm so glad she's out of America.
Is she?
Yeah, nobody likes her anymore. Cause like she got exposed for being mean to her crew. Which
that was years ago, though.
On this set, somebody's mean to somebody else.
Me? How am I mean to you? If I just
you abuse me, I get hit if I don't do my work.
Yeah, he has to edit and have it on time. I just have to show up and record.
Yep. And if I don't, he whips me. Takes away my food privileges.
Yep. Is that a toilet paper roll?
Yeah, it got it for my birthday. It says like holy. Poop.
Oh.
I don't know if it says. I don't know what it says.
It doesn't even look like real toilet paper.
No, it's like very...
It looks...
rigid, too. But I've had it since I was 21. Like, since I turned 21. And I've been using it for, like, random, like, spills and things. It was a big roll.
It kind of looks more like toilet paper. Kind of looks more like paper towels.
Paper
than
towels.
It does toilet paper.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I've used that almost every single day. And it's still there, so...
Yeah, made it through. There's a Papa John's box on the floor.
You don't have to expose me like that.
Classic.
I got my food privileges this week. I was allowed to eat.
I don't remember giving you the A-OK on that, but
we'll
talk about that after.
So
yeah, we'll talk about that after.
Talk about that after the podcast. No, that's actually garlic breadsticks. One of the best food items on the planet. Really healthy for you too.
Don't bring those around me on a plate.
You smacked my breadsticks out of my hand. Those were like cheesy breadsticks you get from the store. You like microwave them.
Yeah, you had just got done heating them up.
It was the last like 6 breadsticks. It wasn't even that many.
You came upstairs all excited.
I was. And Bryce, I think you lost again Fortnite, right?
I did. I just lost. Probably came top 5, which is heart beating. My heart was pounding out of my chest.
140 beats a minute.
Yep. I probably lagged.
Yeah, because back then we didn't use the Ethernet.
No, and it was probably not my first time raging on there that night. I probably
not.
already
That
broken
one
a few
night where I
things.
took like 5 videos of you just
Yeah.
getting mad.
There's it's hard for me to escape the allegations on my rage.
Yeah.
on
Grandma used to
video
be really
games.
concerned.
Yeah, I know.
She's like, Bryce gets really angry.
Like your mom with the cocaine. And
Yeah.
she thought I was doing cocaine that night. Grandma thought I just had anger issues like crazy.
Yeah. She's like, he breaks his controller. I've never heard of anybody in the world doing that.
Like, have you been outside?
Yeah. Do you know anybody other than us? By the way, I've broken at least like 2 controllers in my life.
Oh no, I've broken like 6.
Yeah.
But I broke 6 and I bought them all.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that 80, it was like 60 back then, but like now it's 80.
Yeah, I would have to go. I would break it and then I would immediately get in my car, go to Home Depot.
Bite the bullet.
I'd go to Home Depot. I'd get an American flag and then I'd go to
Get
Best
an American
Buy.
flag. Get some fireworks.
And then I'd go to Best Buy, buy a remote control,
Right.
and use that for about a week until I broke that one.
Mm-hmm.
And that day that I had the green tea, I was sitting right here. You know, the TV's there, and I'm so mad. I was like, all right, I'm not gonna break the controller. I set the controller down, but I'm still harnessing this anger that I didn't know what to do with. And I saw the green tea bottle. I saw the TV. I said, I'm not gonna hit the TV. I punched the green tea bottle. The cap of the green tea bottle hits the corner of the TV, breaks the TV anyway.
Shattered it. Like, that TV was, you couldn't see anything on it.
Nope. And guess what I did? I got in my car. I went to Home Depot, and then I went
Yep.
to Best
Home
Buy, and I
Depot.
got a new TV.
Yep. Realized they didn't have what you needed there.
No. All they had was a bunch of. I mean, they got some cool stuff. They got some.
Yeah.
It smells good in there. It smells like a 2x4 all the time.
There's some baddies in Home Depot now. Me and my buddy went the other day.
Is that where you're?
It's like Hooters. They like hire based off looks now.
Is that where you're gonna find your lifelong mate? What is this thing?
You didn't have to call me out like that, but probably not. Probably not, because I'm not a real man and I don't buy lumber.
Buy 2x4s.
Nah. Or tools.
I haven't
My
bought.
buddy who I was talking about, he loves to go there. Be like, oh look, they got deals on this tool.
I go to the clearance aisle every time just to see
Clearance?
if they got anything cool.
Because you can't afford.
Well, no, I'd never buy anything from there because it's always like razor blades and hats that say DeWalt on it.
Yeah.
Eh,
It's always the things you don't want.
yeah, I already have razor blades and I have hats.
Right.
But it's just one of those things. You go to Home Depot, you're gonna spend a lot of money. You're gonna smell a bunch of cool things. You're
Yeah, a
gonna
lot of
walk down
manly
aisles, and you're gonna kind of have an idea of what you're looking for, but you're not gonna know where
You're
it
gonna
is
get distracted.
half the time.
It's a man's Target.
Yeah, you just walk around. I tell you what, if they put like a brewery inside, I could
Just
just
live there.
I wouldn't leave. I would just
leave.
walk around. I'd do my rounds.
They just gotta get their liquor license.
and then
that's
just
all
start doing my laps. And if they
Right.
put like a stand and hot dogs,
Mhm.
if there was a hot dog stand in the mid, like, you know, you get your beer on the way in.
Hot dogs and beer.
And
Yeah,
you
the
gotta
beer's
go-
right up front.
Yeah, it's like IKEA.
It's like Target. They got the Starbucks up front.
Yeah, yeah. And then halfway through, you got the hot dog stand.
Mm-hmm.
And they'd sell other things, probably.
You know what
like,
would be even better? Is if, like Target, if you finish your drink by the time you come back, you get a
Mhm.
free refill. Free
Yeah.
beer.
and I would finish it. It would be
And a
gone.
free hot dog.
Oh, and a free hot dog.
Yep.
I got hot dogs in the fridge right now. We had some yesterday. I had 3 hot dogs yesterday,
Mm-hmm. That's 6
and
minutes.
and I had made 2 burgers, but I ate half of each because apparently I don't know how to read a thermometer, or the thermometer doesn't know how to tell me what the temperature is.
Was it
And also,
raw?
I'm not that.
I mean, I know you like
seasoned.
things raw, but
I'm also not that seasoned in grilling.
right.
So
Yeah, you're not a man.
I grilled one time. I grilled like 2 or 3 times. You
I
ate
did.
that burger.
I did eat
That was
your
like
burger.
the only burger you've ever eaten.
One of them. I had
But-
Philly cheesesteak, but yeah.
A Philly cheesesteak is not a burger.
It's the meat.
What?
It's like steak. It's the
No.
same type of. It is.
No, but they were just a little too undercooked for me. I mean, I could have eaten it, but
I'm surprised you didn't. Like I said, you like things a certain way, undercooked most of the time.
I don't like things undercooked.
He does. He likes his burgers pink.
I like medium well. Medium. So if I go to a restaurant, I say medium because they usually overcook it anyways.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like medium is the hardest to do.
Yeah, so I say medium. They're gonna mess it up. It's gonna be medium well, and I'm happy either way.
Yeah. He actually cries and goes in home and gets a hot dog from Home Depot.
Yeah, in my dream.
I'm just now thinking about how good of an idea that is for Home Depot. Hit us up.
That really would be a good idea. I would know. Like I'd be there every day, at least every Saturday.
Right. At
and
least one.
Sunday.
Yeah, it'd be like Costco. Costco had.
Yeah, they'd have to offer. You'd have to get a membership at Home Depot
Right.
to access.
Yep. That's how they get you.
Yeah, well, I would buy
We're
it.
giving them too many ideas.
I'd pay a lot of money for it too.
I bet you would. Probably $100 a month
Depends on what it
for
comes
4
with.
hot dogs.
Yeah, if it comes with like a hat or a T-shirt every once in a while.
Yeah, like a
$100 month.
subscription.
Yeah, it's like that hat subscription I just got.
At least you actually get some. My mom pays for BarkBox, and she has for years, ever since Alfie came into the picture.
Just for the dogs.
And it's like it always just comes with like new toys and like a few like treats. Like they don't have enough toys.
Well, the dogs know what it is because they get excited whenever packages come in. They
Right.
think it's BarkBox every time.
I think it's BarkBox. I was gonna ask, what's the difference between Home Depot and Lowe's?
Color.
About it.
They sell different brands. Like Lowe's has their own like Cobalt. I think Cobalt is a
Pretty
brand
sure
that they
Home
sell.
Depot has that. Let's
Cause
do that.
no,
They're anti-cobalt.
anti-Cobalt. Yeah, they don't like
gotcha.
the blue. They got red. They got
Red.
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Is Home Depot because Chris Aqualaser usually goes Lowe's, so they have a lot of Cobalt stuff, and Home Depot has the Milwaukee.
Milwaukee's more
and something
expensive.
else.
I know that.
I want to say Husky is Home Depot. I don't know.
Hmm.
I closed my eyes trying to think if I could picture it, and it didn't work. But I know that there is just like a couple different brand differences. Also, the concrete, like the bag concrete, is
Mhm.
whack at Lowe's. I think they pour water on top of all of their concrete things.
They
and then put it
pre-mix?
on- Yeah, but it's still in the package, so you get it and it's all rock hard or it's falling
Oh,
apart.
right.
So if you want concrete, go to Home Depot.
Could be water, could be pee.
Yeah, I don't know. They probably leave some pallets outside. You don't know
Right.
who's
Remember
got
that woman that
access.
was going around grocery stores and she was like opening ice cream lids and licking it?
Yeah, it became a trend and people got in trouble for it, I think.
Yeah, a few people got arrested. But that's what that reminds me of with the concrete.
Yeah,
People are probably peeing on it.
just in
making it
spite,
hard. Yeah.
like ex-employees.
Yep. It's crazy how many people have like stolen from Aqualaser. They're like, oh, I'm leaving, but I'm also going to take a bunch of stuff.
That's the pool world for you. I had a bunch of stuff stolen out of my truck.
Your truck that you
The
just got?
bed of my truck. They didn't steal my truck. They stole stuff out of my truck.
What in the world?
And I thought maybe it was just like somebody, I was parked at a house and like the neighbor was like, oh, I could use that. You know, I could use that for
I could use that.
my pool. And come to find out, I was talking to your mom. She was like, well, yeah, it's kind of the industry. You know, pool guys, you're either a halfway decent human being or you steal and you just spend all your money on drugs and
Wow.
pretty much. So that's really how it goes. So you either get somebody who's pretty morally
Decent, moral. Yeah, they got morals or they're a drug addict.
Yeah.
Except
So
they're doing pool stuff.
I had my brand new hose that I just bought, my brand new vac head that I just bought, my OG vac head that I've had since I started was stolen, and my net were all stolen.
No, it's like over $100, right?
I just spent $100 last Saturday on the hose and the vac head, and then I have the other stuff. It's probably like $200 worth of equipment. Nothing crazy.
Did you cry?
No, I thought I was going crazy because I haven't been getting much sleep this week. So I thought maybe I just misplaced everything. But
Right. You're like, I left them at the house.
I definitely didn't. It's been...
So you're going to
It
get like
got.
a... Well, actually, you got stuff sticking out, so you can't even get like a cover that locks.
No, and I have a toolbox on the back of my truck, which covers part of it.
So do you know where this stuff got stolen?
No, I park... Because it could have been the homeless on Witch Duck over by my job.
Hmm.
There's a lot of them over there. One of them has one leg. Never know. I haven't trusted him since I saw him.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust him. He's not a pirate.
No. Can't have one leg and not be a pirate.
Yeah, that's the rules.
Yeah.
Didn't make them.
Just got to enforce them.
Right. Just got to enforce it.
But yeah, I think it was at work, so I started parking somewhere else. 'Cause I don't honestly trust anybody at my work either.
Yeah.
Trust no one.
I don't know if
Who
you've
said
said
that?
your work's name, but
Kanye?
Hitler. Trust no one. Right after he ripped apart that treaty.
Yeah.
Right.
He was saying trust no one as in don't trust me because I'm
Exactly.
ripping this piece of paper
Yep.
up. Yeah.
I know he's one of your role models that you look up to, so that's probably why you just quoted him.
No, I didn't. I said Kanye.
Yeah.
Which Kanye at one point in time wasn't
Yeah.
this Kanye.
Nah. I think he's a clone.
Yeah, I think I do
Almost
too.
convinced. Because he said if he ever disappears and comes back, it's a clone.
That's one of
That's
my
what happened.
conspiracy theories that I tend to follow. Because if you were going to clone somebody and you didn't like them, Like, if I was going to clone you, I would definitely make you come back a Nazi. So.
Saying that I'm not one now. See that, people? He admitted to it. See how he wants me to be a Nazi.
I wouldn't hang out with you if you were a Nazi. That's how good of a person
But you
I am.
want me to be a Nazi.
No.
You said if you could
If I
clone
wanted
me,
to taint your image, is that the right word? Taint?
I don't think taint.
Tarnish?
Tarnish. That's a better one.
Tarnish your image, I would clone you and then have you come back and just tweet a bunch of stuff that he did
Tweet
and
on my
make a
Twitter.
website that sells something.
Nobody knows me.
The family, I mean, you know.
My family would disown me.
Yeah.
I bet you would feel real nice about that.
Yeah.
Tarnishing me.
That would be tainting, tarnish. I don't know.
Tainting
I feel
is
like taint
definitely
is a
not-
weird word. I feel like I'm not using it correctly.
Is the area between
Yeah, isn't it?
two body parts that you don't want to be between.
Oh, well, close enough to tarnish. They're both tarnishing.
That's true.
They are. Did you? You went and saw Jurassic World, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Was it good?
Rebirth. It was all right. It was like, you know.
Well, we're not expecting cinematic masterpieces. It's dinosaurs. Was it cool?
Yeah, the dinosaurs were cool. But the plot was very predictable and the characters were like very not emotionally driven. I'm not even kidding. I predicted everything that was going to happen in that movie from the very start.
Scarlett Johansson's the lead, right?
Yeah, she's still looking like a baddie. Better than you.
I would hope you think Scarlett Johansson's better looking than me.
Yeah, I mean, I do. Easily.
I would hope so.
You're pretty hideous.
I'm also your cousin.
Yeah, but it's hard to look at you a lot of times.
That's fine.
Like, sometimes I'll look at you and I'll be like, man, I'd rather be looking at dog crap.
I have the same feeling sometimes.
Also, why is it like
Depends on the
impossible to
morning.
not look at a dog poop? Like, you have to watch it happen.
Speaking of that, I was at work on Thursday, because I was off Friday. Thursday,
Yeah, I'm lazy.
one of the last job we went to, I came to the house and she opened up the door. Big chocolate lab. Biggest chocolate lab I've ever seen.
Like fat
Although
or just big?
Just big. I may have only seen one chocolate lab in my life, and that was it. And
Right.
this is my impression of the breed. He runs out the door. He's really nice, and I'm petting him and everything. So we're walking around the front yard into the gate. He walks into the backyard, immediately pops a squat right in front of me.
He's like, hold on, watch this.
I had to walk around him. He was in front of me.
Nice.
Stopped in his
Nice.
tracks.
You didn't pet him when he was doing it?
I think
Did you
he
tell
said,
him he was a
watch
good
this.
boy? Yeah, probably.
He did.
He knew what he was doing.
Fixed the motor. She had
Nice.
a motor problem. And then
Did
I
she
walked.
clean the poop or did she leave it out there for you
It
to smell?
stayed there. I saw it every time I walked by.
You just left a trap.
We all just kind of laughed and just kept going on about our day.
Did you watch him poop or no?
No, I mean, I saw it happen, and I was like, this is happening. I saw him pop the
Yeah,
squat.
because it's not your dog.
But I wanted to give him his time, yeah.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I wouldn't want somebody to watch me. I also wouldn't pop a squat in front of somebody, but
I wouldn't want someone to watch me.
no,
I hope you wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
But dogs do want you to watch them. Like they turn and they make eye contact. They're like, "Yo."
That's what he did. He right in front of me, from me to you. That's how close he was.
Wasn't even your dog. Kind of disrespectful.
Yeah, you don't do that to other people. You do that to your owners.
Yeah, you do that to your owner, not other people.
It's just kind of disrespectful.
Very. Could have kicked him.
Maybe that's how they assert dominance with humans.
Maybe.
Maybe I should have done that to him.
Yeah, you should have popped a squat.
Yeah, you fight fire with fire.
What do you think the homeowner would have done if you would have popped a squat? Been like, you know what? I'm sick of this. Sick of this disrespect.
What is that?
What is
Shame.
that? Yeah. What is that? Let me tell you something.
I'm a better man than you, Rick.
Yep. John Bernthal, great actor
I actually think he might be my favorite actor.
of all time.
Yeah.
He's
Even
got a
though
new
he's a
movie coming out. I saw it in the trailer watching Rebirth.
Really?
And I don't even know what the movie is. I don't even think he gave a title, but he's
He
in
doesn't
it.
have to.
He's in it and he's got a full beard. He's a man.
Oh, well, he's a full beard in Punisher.
Yeah.
For part of it.
Amazing show.
I love that show.
I remember me and Grandma watched it when it first came out, and then we watched season 2. And I remember telling you, they'll be like, Bryce, for like a year or 2 years.
I
Like,
don't
Bryce, you
listen
would
to
love this show.
I don't care what you have to say.
And there's more shows.
More times. Yeah, I know.
There's more shows that are just like The Punisher that you would be like,
Just
man,
like the Punisher.
Seth is so right. He's got such good taste.
Is John Bernthal in it?
No, he's not in a lot of things.
None
He
of
in
those
the
shows.
B movie, your favorite movie of all
Not my
time.
favorite movie of all time. I just enjoy it when I'm on vacation. When
You
I
see those
happen to be in the
TikToks where it's
mountains.
like quoting the entire B movie script.
Yeah, that was weird. That was like something they would put in their description.
Yeah,
It'd just
you
be
could
the
do
entire.
that.
No, I can just quote some scenes. Believe it or not, as many times I've seen that, I should know it, but I
For your
don't.
information, I like artificial sweetener made by man.
Yeah.
So
I forgot
funny.
about
I love
that.
Ken.
Yeah, he was the most real. We actually talked about him literally last episode.
Yeah.
Somehow he's made it into 2.
Well, that's why I said it, because I knew.
Yeah.
We were just bringing it back.
That was
full
your
circle.
callback.
Yeah, it was my callback to last episode.
We'll have to find a new. I'll think about the callback for the next one
Yeah, for
if
sure.
we make it that far.
But no, The Punisher, if you haven't seen it, definitely, I'd say it's PG. Like, kids can watch that.
Yeah, this today's day and age.
Yeah.
If it's like 1980, it's rated M for mature because they
Yep.
said they said a curse word.
Yeah, he said
But
anything.
yeah, if it's anything remotely not out of the 5th grade vocabulary, it's
Yeah.
rated
Well,
M.
well, 5th grade is like when it starts. I don't know about you, but 5th grade was definitely like, hold on,
No,
I
5th,
have freedom of speech.
yeah, 5th grade was like you go to your friend, you'll be like, you'll whisper it. You're
Yeah.
like, "This is-"
Yeah.
you're like,
Then
what'd you
you
say?
start giggling.
Yeah, you're like, no, I said it.
I said it.
Don't tell.
You better not tell. And then he raises his hand.
Yeah.
He's like, that's it. Can I go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Freaking, like,
You'd be like,
ruin your...
"Oh, my heart was racing.
give you a heart
and everything."
attack.
Like, no, dude, please. I didn't say it. I said
I
something
thought you were my
else.
friend.
But my friend did that to me in 8th grade, 7th grade.
Right.
I called out of school, said I was sick. I told him in confidence that I wasn't sick. I just wanted to watch the Nationals playoff game. And he told my teacher. He's like, yeah, Bryce actually isn't sick. He's just wanted to watch a playoff game. And then my principal came and asked me the next day
About the playoff game, or...
about why I missed school. He's like, so I heard you skipped school for the playoff game. We lost, actually. So
Yeah, we didn't win until 2019.
Mhm.
The last good year on this planet. Also,
Yeah.
probably the last time me and you ever made physical contact.
Oh, yeah.
We were
'Cause we-
very happy.
Yeah, because we hugged. That was probably the only
Yeah.
time. Don't get
I
used
think
to it.
I think you reached for the hug. You were like, Seth, I just need to. I was like, okay.
We won.
I don't want to get whipped.
We won the World Series.
We did. And immediately after the Nationals were like, let's just sell everybody.
Yeah.
Let's just make some money.
We basically have nobody on the team from that
Yeah.
2019 team to now.
Yeah. Yankees got some reverse players. They're not playing too good right now. They're losing to like really bad teams.
I couldn't tell you. I haven't watched any bit of baseball this year. I'm waiting for
Yeah.
football season.
Football.
Football.
But the
American
Commanders,
football.
stupid
Nobody
name,
cares about.
Redskins.
Yeah,
I know that
Commanders
might
is
offend
stupid.
you.
No,
Your
I
heritage.
was actually the reason that they
Yeah,
got rid of the name.
You complained about it.
I did.
But yeah, the Redskins, they're like,
They're pretty good now.
they can be fun to watch sometimes, but I feel like they're the Nationals. Like, I'd never expect them to make it to the...
Well,
Super
not
Bowl.
until this year. We finally got some
They still
some
have
good
everybody.
players. Yeah.
And Tom Brady left, that's why. Once he left, everybody else had a chance.
Yeah. Yeah, he kind of took the reins of the NFL for a little while.
Yeah. Oh, well, we were talking about school. I wanted to tell a story one time. So one time in sophomore year, me and my buddy Richie, we were in gym class, and like we had the most chill teacher, Mr. Volkman, shout out. But he couldn't care less about what you did as long as you like checked in and like did your warm up, which was run back in place 2 times and like do 1 push up.
Probably a struggle for you back then.
Probably. But no, one time we snuck over to the freshman class, which I don't know why freshmen and sophomores are having classes at the same time in gym.
Freshmen and sophomores.
Yeah. But anyway, it was a different
was
teacher and he was doing dodgeball.
Mm-hmm.
But like after 8th grade, which was middle school, after 8th grade, the world became a lot more liberal and scared. So you can't really call it dodgeball. It's like you make this like cone of hula hoops and you're trying to throw dodgeballs at the hula hoops to knock those over, and that's how you win.
That's what they did to dodgeball?
Yeah, because like you're not supposed, like now you can't target people. It's harmful. Even though those ball, you can't hurt anything with that ball.
Dodgeball was the most fun game ever.
Unless you got those really nice balls, like the small, like
Soft. ones?
No, they were like tight. They were firm.
Oh, like the
They
the
weren't
ones
like-
that make that pating sound?
Yeah, they weren't as like foamy.
Yeah.
Like they were foam, but they weren't as foamy. If you know what I mean.
They were yeah.
Those things you could throw a
Somatic.
mile a year. I don't
A mile a year.
fast, like light speed. That's what I meant.
Light speed.
But anyway, my point with this story was just saying that we hit some freshmen,
Oh,
and one of them was in the special needs class, and
you're the reason dodgeball
no,
got
he was
canceled.
he was sitting in the he was in the front of the place. Like everyone else was kind of sitting back. I don't know why this teacher let us play.
I was about to say, who let that kid
He
on
was
there?
like, no, I'm talking about me and my buddy because we were obviously a little bit bigger than
Yeah.
everybody else. Like,
But-
freshmen are small. I don't know if you remember, but freshmen are very small.
Yeah, because they just got into high school, sophomore, but sophomores are 10th grade.
Yeah, but at that point you're like learning how to drive,
Yeah.
and you're also just like going through puberty more. But anyway, the special needs kid, he was in the front of the line. Like he was like ballsy. He was like, I'm ready to play. And he was smiling. Me and my buddy were not having it. He was targeted. And then after it was all over, he came up to us and he was like, good game, guys. Good game.
That kid had the time of his
we
life. Good
we
for him.
headshotted him at least 3 times.
He probably that's probably why he was at the front of the line. He just wanted to feel like
He
was-
wanted to feel something.
Yeah. He was like, let me just
Also, I don't know about you if you ever played dodgeball in school,
definitely.
but you ever like hit a girl that's like sitting in the far back
Hmm?
and then like her friends look at you like, oh,
Yeah, like you were the Antichrist.
yeah. They look at you like you're the devil. And you're sitting there like, I didn't really mean to do that, but it's
like-
hilarious that it happened.
It's a cow farm. There's going to be cows on the cow farm. Kind of
Right.
Thing.
I don't know if that's a saying, but
It is. It's
I mean,
on
it
TikTok.
sounds like
You're
if
gonna
you,
see
if you just
cows.
made it, I'm impressed.
You're going to see cows on a cow farm, so you're going to
Yeah.
get hit by a dodgeball in a dodgeball game.
Right. But yeah, middle school was prime dodgeball for me, and I remember being the last one alive sometimes. One time, like, I dodged one running backwards, and I fell. Like, it wasn't an embarrassing fall. I just, like, landed on my butt. But I dodged it, so it was cool.
It would have been way more cool if you did a flip.
You have a dodgeball story. With the
What?
fire alarm.
No, that wasn't dodgeball. That was playing baseball catch with the same kid who told on me.
Dirty rat.
I threw the ball to him. He missed it. He would say that I threw it bad, but he missed it. And it hit the fire alarm thing, and the entire school went outside.
It wasn't one of those, like, pull fire alarms?
I don't know how it happened.
It was a button.
No, it was one of those regular ones. I guess I just hit it in the right spot. One of those things I couldn't do again if I tried 100,000 times.
Probably not.
But yeah, the fire department showed up. I had to sell myself out because I knew
I don't
he
think
was
you-
going to sell me
I don't
out.
think you had to, but, like, if they would have pulled up cameras,
There was cameras.
yeah. You did the right thing.
I did the right thing. I didn't get in trouble.
And they were, yeah. They were like, we respect you.
Yeah, I mean, there was some colleges there. They asked me if I wanted to come play for them full ride.
that
I was like,
didn't
no,
happen.
I'm not.
They're like,
I'm
you hit a
10th
fire
grade, dude.
alarm?
Yeah, I don't have time.
Too busy.
Yeah, I mean, I already
All these
have
hoes.
baseball practice. I can't.
I have high school practice. I can't be in college.
I can't play for you guys right now. So I just let it go.
Quit baseball freshman year because that's when I started working.
Yeah, you did.
I also like injured my shoulder. Still makes a clicky noise.
Yeah, mine does that every time.
It's like overuse
Yeah,
being a pitcher.
but you got to be a man and power through it like I do.
I don't know how MLB pitchers do it.
A
Other
lot
than
of
all-
money.
Yeah, I was going to say all the money to recover.
Yeah.
And also half the time they're like they don't even play half the year and they get paid millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah. Or they sign a contract, they get injured, and they just get paid anyways.
Yeah, that's what I meant. They get
Steven
hurt or sick
Strasburg.
and they're like, oh, I guess I'll have to take $30 million for sitting on my butt.
Yeah.
Wish that
That's
was me.
yeah.
Sounds like a hard life.
Yeah, I would
Some
say
people
so.
struggle more than others, and they are definitely.
Yeah,
out there.
it's really crazy to me the amount of money they make. I mean, they're
Yeah.
good. They're good at their job, but like,
But it's one of the most fun jobs you can have.
yeah, it is. It's the best job, other than maybe being like the quarterback of an NFL team. Like that's probably the only thing better than that because you're
you're the
you
main
are
character.
the you are you. I don't know what I'm doing.
Jeez,
I
like
couldn't
that kid
remember.
who's like, you ever have that
That's
dream
what I
where-"
started to do. I was like, I can't remember. But you're like the head guy in the
Yeah, you're
head
the
honcho.
person-
You're hefe.
But like, you're the most fragile too most of the time.
Yeah.
You got a
But you get
300-pound
paid the
dude
most.
running at you. I'd be terrified if I was a quarterback.
Yeah, you got 4 large dudes running at you, I think.
I would make
Sometimes
the
more.
bestest of friends out of my defensive line.
Yeah, usually they buy their like, what's the quarterback of the Bengals? Why am I forgetting his
Bin
name? Joe
Laden?
Burrow,
Oh,
not
okay.
Bin Laden. Bin Laden's dead, dead.
Yeah, we killed him.
Now he's so dead he's in the Dead Sea. But Joe Burrow bought all of his linemen like trucks for Christmas one year, brand new trucks.
Yeah. And you're making billions of dollars basically.
Not
Close
quite.
to it. Close to it.
Tens of millions.
Some of them are worth $1 billion if they like invest.
Yeah, like Patrick Mahomes will probably be worth that.
Yeah.
But
And like Derek Jeter.
he's not a quarterback.
Yeah, but he's a baseball player who was
Yeah, like Derek
Like an
Jeter,
outfielder.
Shaquille O'Neal. Like, oh, jeez.
yeah, the basketball player. I don't think of him as a basketball player though. I think of him as like just a tall man.
He was a good basketball player. So
yeah,
I've
because
been
he was
told.
tall and a beast.
Well, yeah, when you're 8'5", 640
Basketball is
pounds.
kind of like heightest.
Yeah, you
you
got to
know?
be tall.
You gotta be tall. Or
Some,
else.
I think, one of them. There was like maybe Larry Bird was short. No, not Larry Bird. I don't know. I don't know basketball at all. I just know that there was
Me either.
somebody who was like 5'7" who could dunk a basketball.
Mr. Volkman used to say white man can't dunk. He was white.
That sounds. I mean, most white people probably can't dunk. I can
Bryce definitely can't.
probably.
Bryce
Can.
can't get 2 inches off the ground if he tries his hardest.
I can jump.
I can
You
jump.
have no idea how high I can fly.
That's right. Right.
No idea. But I
Great
do.
quote.
I do think that because I asked you earlier this week to get me a list,
Mm-hmm.
a specific list.
The main topic of this podcast, probably the name of the.
I asked you to get me
episode.
the Epstein list. You said I'm not giving it to you, even though I have it. And I was like, okay, I tried for the people. But I settled. I settled for a different list.
That didn't happen.
I
I don't know what he's talking about.
settled for a different list. I wanted your top 10 shows.
Yes, I did. I did make that list that night. Actually, I made that list.
I have.
It was a few hours later, but I made it.
Well, yeah, because if you wanted to eat, you had to make it.
That's true.
What's your background?
It's a character from Invincible, Anissa. She's
Anissa.
a baddie. Yeah, you're looking at her and you're like, man, she's hot. I should watch that show.
Nope.
That's what you just said.
Not even remotely.
Caitlin watched that show and she was like, I told her that was my dream woman. And she was like, that's my dream woman. And I was like, well, she's straight, so. All right.
Right now, anyway.
See how pretty my list is? It's got colors and stuff. I don't want to. Yeah, that's the laziest you could have been. I asked AI to make my list prettier.
Did you really?
Yeah. I always ask AI to do things like that.
How
That's
do I do
what
that?
it's
Can
made
I,
for.
Can I ask Grok to do it?
You just like copy and paste, like copy all that, go to AI, be like, hey, make this look prettier, more neat, organized notes, but keep it in the same order. Or else it'll change the order. And then it'll do that.
Let me go to Grok.
But you can still edit it a little bit to make,
Still trying to figure out how to get this thing. I feel like I should have done this beforehand, so I'm just gonna.
Probably.
I'll make it pretty afterwards, and
Right.
it doesn't matter. But
Yeah,
I'll let
your future lists.
yeah, all my future lists I'll send to Grok.
All right. So what do you have? Should we do honorable mention first, or should we just start top 10 and get to the honorable mention?
Honorable mentions I feel like should go first.
Okay.
What's your? You go first.
You want me to go first?
What's your
All right.
honorable mention?
Men Before Beauty.
Okay.
I put Breaking Bad as my honorable mention because, like, I understand it's one of the best written shows ever, like, very highly rated. Like, people love it. I have watched it twice. My first run, I was, like, skeptical the entire time. I was like, this is it.
Right.
And then my second time, I had more appreciation for it. But it just doesn't have too much emotional, like, it didn't stick with me too much. Like, I think it's a well-written show. I just...
Right. I've never seen it.
Yeah.
That was one of those shows where people just hyped it up so much for me. I was like, well, I hate it before I even
hate
started
it.
watching it. So
I'm not going to watch it because you guys love it.
I have the same kind of feeling with another one
That's
of your
why I
shows.
watch
I'm sure.
That's why I watch shows, because if people hype it up, I'm like, well, there's got to be some truth to this.
People hyped up a lot.
But
of
I give
things.
it my, like, I have my own opinion. So
Which-
you obviously don't. You listen to the sheep and you like, oh, they like it. I don't.
Yeah, that's the exact opposite. I have my own opinion that your opinion sucks.
But you don't like give yourself the time to form a real opinion.
I don't give people time of day. My honorable mention is the show Tires.
I never
Strictly
watched it.
because, I mean, they just released their second season. It's a short, like right now it's still in like beta basically. Like they had 6 episodes I think in the first
Shane
season.
Gillis.
Shane Gillis. The second season was much better. Just
Mhm.
I watched it all. It made me laugh a bunch, but it's just not long enough for me to put in my top 10. But it is pretty funny. It's just like kind of
What's
like
the
The
rewatch
Office.
value?
Oh, I can rewatch it. It's
Yeah.
got a good rewatchability. That's why it was almost in the top 10, but I was like, well, I can't. Only 2 seasons. And that kind of plays a role with how much of your show exists.
Right.
At this point in time, 2025, it may go up the rankings. It has top 5 ability, top 3
If
ability.
it keeps going,
Yeah, it
it gets
does.
better.
It's like The Office, but just in a tire shop with Shane Gillis.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say the same thing in Breaking Bad. Like, the pacing is pretty slow. Like, there's a lot of cool moments, but like, it's just like hard to rewatch because you're like, man, I've seen this before, and it's just
Yeah.
too slow. Like, there's too much. What do you call it? Just like dragged out scenes.
Yeah, like filler scenes,
yeah.
stuff like that. One of my shows has
Ranked
quite a bit
low.
of those, but you'll see.
There's gonna be a Breaking Bad super fan to watch this, and they're gonna hate me.
There's definitely
they're
not
definitely
going to be a
gonna hate you
Breaking
for not
Bad super
watching it.
fan. Who
They're
in our
gonna hate
family is this Breaking Bad super fan?
Somebody.
Jess.
But all right, I
Probably.
guess I'll do my number 10.
Do you have another honorable mention?
I don't. Do you?
I feel like I could get another
I
one.
I could make one right now.
I think an honorable mention for me could be. I really liked.
Actually, as a matter of fact, I went first, and you just did yours, so I'm gonna give mine. Modern Family, I think, is a good honorable mention.
Honorable mention.
It
Modern
did
Family?
not make my top 10.
Holy.
Mainly because I didn't consider it, but all the shows on this list, I think, are
The
like,
rewatchability.
I love Modern Family.
You
but
could
like,
rewatch that show over and over.
You could, but I watched it since I was 8 years old. I've seen it like over 10 times.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, not the final seasons, but I've seen it so many times that I don't have the urge to watch it for years. But if it's on TV, like, I'll laugh, but like, I'm not gonna put it on TV.
You can have your stupid opinion. Mine is a random one. It's Pawn Stars.
Pawn Stars,
I just really like
reality TV.
Yeah, I haven't watched it in a long time, but I just, if I see a clip on TikTok, or I'll go on like a YouTube stretch where I'll just like watch someone like coolest.
Let me get my expert in here.
Yeah, he's like got an expert for everything.
Yeah,
but it's just cool to see all these people get shot down, or for the things that they think are
people
sweet,
getting rejected,
or it's something that is sweet and they get a lot of money for it. I don't know. It's just one of those
Mhm.
shows that you can just throw on and just. It's got to be like a September morning. There's like stupid birds outside that won't shut up. Front doors open.
Right.
Pawn Stars is on the TV.
I think Pawn Stars.
Wagon wheels playing on the radio at a low
Nah, you're
volume.
You're giving that show too good of a song.
Wagon wheel and Pawn Stars go well together. They probably have sold many wagon wheels at Pawn Stars.
Probably.
So
That's something. Right
it could be
alley.
their
But I think of
theme
like
song.
I think of like the older generation when I think of Pawn Stars.
It's 90s,
Yeah.
but that
feel like-
doesn't mean it's not good.
No,
You
I think
should-
it's decent.
You're gonna if you think that's old.
You probably
Just
have like
wait.
Andy Griffith,
We'll
which
see.
definitely is a good show. Didn't make my top 10.
Well, if Modern Family
I
didn't
didn't
make
even
it,
think about it till right now.
yeah, I thought about it.
But it, like
Maybe it did,
I
maybe it
never
didn't.
even seen that show fully.
Oh, I saw it fully when I was on like summer break and my dad was at work. I used to just watch that with grandma.
Yeah, I mean, classic, like iconic whistle intro.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do it.
No, I thought about it really hard.
But let's change it. You do number 10. I'll let you go again.
Okay, my number 10. You're gonna give it to me?
Yeah,
My number 10.
I'm just a nice guy.
I appreciate that. My number 10 is Mythbusters.
Mythbusters. That is a good show.
Mythbusters is a number 10, just kind of like the same reasoning as Pawn Stars.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, you just get to see explosions.
Yep.
I usually liked watching like the main guys, Jamie and Adam, I think are their names.
Mm-hmm.
And then they switched to the other crew, which was
Weird people.
I liked them. I forgot their name. I know one of them died
You
of
obviously
a
didn't
brain
like them.
aneurysm. I didn't like them as much.
Yeah, that's crazy. Brain aneurysm.
Yeah, at a young age.
Could happen to us
It could happen now.
right now.
Be on camera. Hopefully that doesn't happen.
Yeah, hopefully
But
not.
yeah, Mythbusters I think makes it. It's got a lot of you could rewatch that show. By the time you get to the end, give it a week, you could start over and just watch a random episode and be fine with it, I feel like. Not too many times though.
Yeah, there's so many episodes. That's
yeah,
why.
that's what I mean.
But like, not every episode captivates my attention. I'm not like, I don't really care about how many times you can use a toothbrush.
Yeah, or but it's like, can a car roll on square wheels? It's like,
I like the one
can
where
it?
they were like, how many balloons does it take to like fly?
Yeah,
That was
to
a good
lift
one.
somebody off the ground. or
Also, how
whatnot.
many times can you fold a piece of paper? And they did it 8 times. They
Barely.
might
I
have did it
don't know
9
if we can
times.
count that. They use such a big
They
piece
cheated,
of paper.
yeah. They used like a super heavy machine and
Yeah, and a big
sucked
piece of
the air out of it.
Yep.
Can't
A
do it with your
vacuum.
hands.
No, you can't. But that's my number 10.
Yeah, my number 10 is The Boys.
Never seen that.
It's kind of like The Punisher. but it's got like superheroes that are like realistic. Like, they're like, not all superheroes would be good. You know.
Oh yeah, they'd have some evil ones that use it for bad.
Yeah, it's like clever. It's like they got like good like unique plot, but it's just like violent and gory.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen kind of clips of that show. It's one of those kind of like just almost like movies like 21 Jump Street where it's like that kind of humor.
Yeah.
I feel like, I mean, I like 21 Jump Street.
Well, there's some humor in it, but there's definitely like, I think it's mostly serious.
Like gore and like kind of like vulgar.
It's a lot of shock factor. Like the things they do, like you'll be like, that's no other show has ever done this.
Yeah. Yeah, I can agree with that without even having seen it, just because I've seen some clips.
I mean, they just finished the final season filming it, so it should come out next year. Hopefully it ends good. I realized the other day, not a lot of shows have good endings.
No, I think actually one of my shows that was your honorable mention has a good ending.
Modern Family?
Yeah.
I think Modern Family's ending is like, compared to The Office, like they missed it.
Well, no, it
wasn't terrible.
Yeah, Haley buys the house, I think.
But for a family that's so close together, for them all to be like, we're never going to talk again.
Well, Mitch Cam wanted to go be with his family, I think.
Why would you want to live in your gay uncle's house? A lot of gay stuff going on there.
Well,
I know you would.
What? But I don't think that was the point.
They just wanted.
She did buy Cam's. That's right. I think
they probably gave her a discount or something.
Yeah, they sold it to her for something.
$1.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think. Why did I bring that up? Oh, endings.
You said that was a good ending. I think it's
a mediocre decent ending.
I don't think it's a bad ending. I just don't think it's like what I expected for that show.
Fair enough. So you gave your 10. That was The Voice. So now I give my 9. Yep. My 9 is Family Guy.
Family Guy.
Yeah, Family Guy.
That show is funny.
Just because it's got like almost you can pretty much laugh at every episode.
Oh yeah.
Like every episode, there's something. Like the scene. There's one scene where Peter's talking to him and his son. What is his son's name again? Chris. Him and Chris are going somewhere, and that old guy who's obsessed with Chris.
Herbert.
Yeah, he locks him in the basement.
Yeah.
When he locks him in the basement, and he's like, "What happens?" Peter gets the gun. No, Chris gets the gun. And Peter and Herbert are standing there, and he's like, "Come on!" He's like, "Chris, shoot him." He's like, "But how do I know
which one's my real dad?"
He's like, "What?" He's like, "That's not even. What are you talking about?"
Yeah, Peter.
He's like, "What's my birthday?" He's like,
Peter's like, "Oh crap." Peter didn't know his birthday.
He shot Peter.
Yep. That was fun.
That was one of my favorite
same
scenes.
Episode, I just saw a TikTok clip the other day.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, the basement window has got like bars on it, but it was open.
Yeah.
And they were looking outside trying to call to somebody, and Meg walks by, like, "Hey Meg, you just got a stupid shirt on."
Yeah, they start roasting Meg for no reason.
Instead of asking for help, they roast her.
That's one of my favorite bits of Family Guy is the Meg bit.
There was another one I just saw. He was like, Meg was like, "Are you really okay with Mom walking around the neighborhood like this? She's practically naked." And Peter's like, "Meg, who let you back in the house?"
Yeah. Oh, so man. Great. Meg
and Jess.
Yeah, Jess not so bad. Jess is more of a joke. He actually hates Meg.
Yeah, everybody hates Meg.
Yeah, but it's funny, like that episode where he turns into like a werewolf, remember he turns feral?
Yeah.
Feral Peter, and he comes back, he's like finally about to start speaking English again. He's like, shut up, Meg.
That's his first words.
Yeah. She's like, "I missed you, Dad. Oh my God, I love you.
Shut up, Meg." That's what turned him back into a human.
Yeah.
His hatred for Meg.
Yep, she brought him back.
But yeah, that show is funny.
I feel like that's a good number 9.
For sure. My number 9 is Rick and Morty. Guys, I've rewatched that show like 4 times. The last 2 seasons, they're alright.
Mm-hmm.
Because they changed the main actor, and he was also one of the writers.
Oh, yeah. He had some stuff.
He actually got discharged for all that. It was just allegations.
Oh, wow, that sucks.
Yeah, if you're accused of something in this day and age, you're guilty. So
I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to accuse you of.
Well, you've accused me of a lot of things.
Yeah, but like federally.
Oh, okay. Well,
legally.
You take your time to think about that.
Oh, well.
But that show was one of the funniest and like most elaborate. Like some of the concepts for the episodes are crazy.
Yeah, I've seen like season 3 I watched. I do like that show.
It is a good show.
I hadn't never watched it fully.
Definitely. Like, I think almost every episode makes me laugh.
Like Family Guy.
Yeah. It's like Family Guy, just different humor.
Less seasons.
It's more adult for sure. Well,
Yeah.
Family Guy's pretty adult.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, it's.
But Rick and Morty has a 9/11 Pearl Harbor joke.
Yeah, I mean,
Family Guy does have some crazy
Yeah, they
jokes.
give some jokes.
They have like an Auschwitz joke.
Yeah, they will. They'll make jokes out of everything.
Yeah.
My number 8.
Right.
Is Andy Griffith.
Andy Griffith, number 8.
Yeah, it makes it.
Higher up there on the list.
8. It's up there.
It's beating Modern Family. Wait.
No.
What'd you put at 9 and 10?
Family Guy and Mythbusters.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I can't believe Mythbusters made the list.
Yeah, I just kind of like that show. I was just thinking about it.
What'd you do to like think of all the shows you've watched?
I just started thinking about shows and I wrote them all down.
I looked at IMDb top 250.
Oh, yeah.
And that reminded me of a few shows. But before I even had I had a few shows that I don't think were in the top 250 of all time.
Probably The Boys.
No, that's in there.
Really? Oh, 250 is a lot. You have a show that's sub 250?
Yeah, you're a loser. If it's in your top 10.
Yeah.
Uncultured.
But,
yeah. Actually,
I
don't know if Andy Griffith is in there.
It probably wouldn't be because it's more of a old show. They probably don't have any old shows on there, but I just watched that. It's just, I don't know, something about it made me laugh a lot and probably nostalgia.
Right.
More so. Just watching it with Dad and Grandma. But yeah, that's my number 9. Number 8. Number 8.
Can't count. It's hard to count sometimes.
I don't have a whole lot of reasoning behind it other than maybe nostalgia.
Nostalgia?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's rewatchable.
It's rewatchable. I could rewatch it.
Yeah,
at night.
It's funny. My number 8 is One Punch Man.
I don't think I've even heard of that.
It's like got some of the best animation I've ever seen. Like some of the visuals in there. But it's a show purely made for like satire. Like in the name of the show, One Punch Man, like it's about a dude who like cannot be defeated, and he constantly punches things one time and that's it.
Yeah, I've heard of like that guy because of TikTok, really.
Yeah,
but I haven't. Isn't it anime?
Yeah, it's from Japanese origin, but it's dubbed. So.
Even worse.
It's English.
That's like that show on Netflix. Not Suicide Squad. What's the one with the game show? Squid Games.
Oh, Squid Games.
I hate watching that because of that.
I thought of that for this list, but I didn't write it. Yeah, that's hard to watch.
Yeah,
but like the animes, you can't tell. You can't like their mouth movements. They might as well be speaking English.
Yeah.
But the human dubbed things, it's like, oh, this is. But I still watch Squid Games, and that show was.
I watched the first season.
Season 1 was definitely the best.
Yeah, I watched that. I didn't watch the rest of them. But so One Punch Man beats Modern Family.
Yep.
Wow, how many seasons is it?
Only 2, but they got a 3rd coming out this October, which I'm very excited for.
That's
if
why.
If you watched it, you'd be like, "This is awesome! Like I like this."
I don't think I'll ever watch anime.
It's like The Punisher, but as an anime.
But all fake.
It's cool.
Punisher's real.
It's got comedy and it's got violence.
Yeah.
Technically, The Punisher isn't real. It's all makeup.
He's real.
And CGI.
You don't know. My number 7 is one that you probably would never have thought about, but Tom and Jerry.
Oh, yeah. I did not think about it.
There's not much, like, I forget what the correct term is, but speaking. There's not much dialogue. That's what it is.
There's like none at all. And when they did start speaking, it was weird.
Yeah, I didn't watch it then. I'm talking about the older episodes where you're just watching them chase each other around. All the sound effects, the traps. It's kind of like Roadrunner and the Coyote.
Oh yeah, the classic Tom scream.
Yeah, just that. Being a kid watching that, like all the Looney Tunes and all that. Those were pretty good.
But they were the best of Looney Tunes.
Yeah, well, they're not technically Looney Tunes. They were just of the same genre.
Yeah. Yeah, they were a classic. I loved growing up.
Yeah, I could watch a random episode of that.
So that's a good number 7.
Good number 7.
My number 7 is Avatar: The Last Airbender.
You got a lot of anime so far.
Yeah. But yeah, Avatar: The Last Airbender, it's just very, like, it's a masterpiece of a show. Like,
masterpiece.
There's only one episode that is, like, kind of boring and, like, doesn't really have much to do with the plot.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there's only like maybe 30 episodes in the entire series.
Jeez.
And just like the conclude, like that's a show that has a good finale. Like amazing, just good written, funny, like awesome idea. Like you can bend different elements.
Yeah, I did like Last Airbender, like the TV show, the kid, like on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Nickelodeon TV show, not the freaking live action or the movies.
I used to like it alright, I think. I remember drawing them like when I was into drawing. So I guess I can't knock that one. Even though cinematic masterpieces. Is that what you called it?
I think I just called it a masterpiece.
Maybe a
It's
masterpiece.
definitely like there's nothing wrong with it at all. Like for what it is, perfect.
I'd have to get
Absolute
my
cinema.
Last Airbender guy.
I've watched it like 2 or 3 times. You're my expert.
No expert.
Yeah. I could rewatch it right now and be happy.
You won't.
I could.
Do it.
I might in spite. What's your stupid number 6? Not as good as, or number 7, not as good as mine.
Oh really? SpongeBob.
I thought about SpongeBob, but I couldn't fit it on the list.
You couldn't fit SpongeBob.
I didn't really like it. I didn't really consider it.
2 season One Punch Man.
No, this is my logic because SpongeBob's good up until like season 6.
SpongeBob's good until like season 8, I would say.
Well, whenever 2012 hit, that's when it got bad.
Yeah, but
like
they
started catering to the like real like they relied on animation.
Yeah, they did after a certain point, but that was after. I'm talking about like the OG
That's
SpongeBob. You get a movie.
I want to point out that is the movies are perfect.
It's not. You call it an anime. It's not an anime. It's an animation.
Exactly.
It's a cartoon.
American anime.
No, it's a cartoon.
It is.
Cartoon. You could ask AI right now.
Anime.
If SpongeBob's considered an anime.
We're on a podcast, but it definitely is.
No, it's not. I hate it. I hate when you say that. It's not anime because I wouldn't watch it.
You watch it.
SpongeBob was great. It's
American anime.
A lot of,
just like Rick and Morty, American anime.
No.
Nope. Computer animated images.
Anime is Japanese for the most part. That's what anime is. It's literally a Japanese word. Animation. No, anime is a Japanese word.
I think it can stand for that.
But yeah, SpongeBob's got a lot of.
The early seasons are awesome.
That's my entire childhood. There.
Krusty Krab pizza.
I quote SpongeBob more than almost any show, probably.
Not The Office.
I'd say so now. I don't really. The Office is not
lost your
as. No, not that it lost my memory, but it's not as high ranking as it used to be.
Mm.
But, yeah, SpongeBob number 6. I feel like that's.
SpongeBob is good.
Where it fit in.
But I feel like such a child when I watch it.
Oh, but what do you feel like when you watch One Punch Man?
I feel like it's an adult show.
You feel like an emo 16-year-old kid who
I feel like
sings about suicide?
Grandma watches One Punch Man.
Yeah, Grandma is also an emo 16-year-old kid.
You got the wrong interpretation of these shows.
No, they're definitely emo kids that watch anime for the most part.
There's still like 4 and 5-year-olds that watch modern day SpongeBob and they love it.
Yeah, modern day.
If you put a modern day SpongeBob episode in front of me, I'd probably break the TV.
I haven't watched modern day SpongeBob.
They're terrible.
I just like to watch the old ones.
It's disturbing. Borderline.
Yeah, it is.
Like
I agree.
There's horror movies and SpongeBob new episodes beat it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Fair enough.
We'll end it there. Good in the first half. Later half, It'll go straight to your thighs.
And then you'll blow up.
And then you'll blow up. Classic.
Just exactly as I do. Exactly.
Bring it around town.
It's got a lot.
I think in the first episode, and Patrick's like, it's a giraffe.
It was an elephant.
It was an elephant. That show is great.
You're number 6?
Game of Thrones.
Never seen it.
The reason it's so high up and it's not lower on the list is because the final season completely destroyed the show.
That's what I heard.
You can ask anybody in the world, unless they're a robot or just, they'll say that the final season did not do the show justice. But up until that's like, they have their own accents. It's like medieval day. Just really good writing.
They made their own language, like in the Office.
I think there's multiple languages. There's at least one. It's called Dothraki.
Yeah, I think some nerds probably learned the whole. I think I heard about it. They learned the entire language.
I wasn't like that. I've seen the show twice.
Yeah, I've never seen it. It was one of those.
But like the dragon CGI, awesome.
That's what I've heard.
Naked women, can't get mad at that. Unless you're gay.
Which you might be.
Nope. I'm the one who likes the show.
I've never seen it.
But there was a good amount of nudity in that show. It was just like, this is...
That's one of the reasons I was like, why am I like, this is a TV show.
Yeah.
I'm watching with my family.
Well, you don't have to watch it. It's an adult show.
Yeah, you know. What it is.
Grandma watched that show and she's like, oh, we skip past the nudity scenes. And Game of Thrones is one of those shows where like, it's not every scene, but there is a good amount where it's like, the nudity is crucial to the plot. Like
Yeah.
you have to watch that scene to understand what's happening.
It's so strange to me.
Because it's like incest. Bryce's favorite thing in the world. He always invites me. I'm like, Bryce, I'm not a part of that life.
Zach's not even here, and you're bringing that word up.
Well, it's because of Game of Thrones. Like if you knew the show, there's
No, that's why I don't want to watch the show.
brother and sister action.
Nope. I'm gonna go to my number 5 before we
Yeah.
go down that whatever rabbit hole you were going down.
Well, you're the one who
The
believes
Punisher.
in it in real life.
The Punisher is number 5.
Punisher.
I love that show. It's just not long enough. It's only 2 seasons. If it was more seasons, it could potentially get up to number 2 or 1. But I do love that show. I wish they would hurry up and come up with a season 3.
Right.
I just watched it with Sam. Me and her watched it. And we binged it pretty much.
Yeah. How fast did you watch it?
I don't remember. Maybe like a week or 2.
That show is so good.
It is.
Like
The entire show, like everything about it was just.
Yep.
You want to talk about a masterpiece?
Although, like the end of the first season, it's like I don't think he'd be alive.
Yeah.
Probably would have died from that.
He
But
probably would have died from a lot of the things he went through.
yeah. But that's what
So
makes
would-
him.
What's his name? The other guy. I think Zach's never seen this show for whatever
He's
reason.
started watching it.
What an idiot.
It was like months ago, maybe over a year ago, where he was like, I watched an episode of The Flash and he watched an episode of The Punisher.
Mm-hmm.
And after watching episode 1, he didn't continue watching.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy talk.
Yeah. It's because he's, too
That
scared.
scene where he's in the construction place and he
It's the first episode.
throws that guy into the cement.
Yep. That's
Yeah,
your
that was
introduction to him.
Yep.
You don't really know much about him.
No, he's just this quiet guy with the sledgehammer.
Now you're like, who? This guy's weird.
Yeah. But it's John Bernthal, so nobody cares.
Such a good actor.
Yeah, he is.
Let me tell you something.
What's that?
That's what he says.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you something.
But I'm glad that that's your number 5 because that's my number 5.
Is it?
Yep.
Same
We
number
have the
5?
same number 5.
Yeah,
full
it's a good
circle.
show. Full circle.
We know what is peak.
Yeah, it's great. I love that show so much.
It is. And I had the same logic for you. Like if there was more seasons, literally the day they released season 2, I was in school and I watched a few episodes in school. I was a freshman.
Yeah.
And the day they released it, they were like, guess what? Season 3, not happening.
Yeah.
They're like, we got Disney Plus coming out and it might come back to Disney Plus.
Yeah, Disney ruins everything.
They did. Their stupid subscription service.
I hate them with all my heart.
So do I. But it's my turn now. We're going to change the order
we're
again.
switching it up again.
Yeah, because
Okay.
you think you're important, but my opinion matters more.
How about you get to your opinion then?
The Walking Dead is my number 4. Yeah.
Oh, I can already tell your number 1 is going to make me mad.
Yeah.
It's probably the worst show. I guarantee you it's the worst one.
It's if you look at IMDb, it's number 20 in the entire world.
Wow, ranked by a bunch of emo kids.
Ranked by a bunch of critics for how good.
When have
every
you ever
episode
met a
is.
critic?
If you gave that show a shot. But anyway, we're on number 4. It's The Walking Dead. Seasons 1 through 5 are perfect, right? I almost said
7.
No, I almost said seasons 1 through 4, but season 5 was like Rick
6
killing
was
everybody.
Awesome. No, season 6 was Rick killing everybody.
Let me finish my opinion.
Well, apparently it sucks.
Season 6 through 9 were still good, but it's not like the beginning. And like season 9 was definitely like stretching. It was like because they didn't have Rick.
They had Rick for the first half of it.
First like 5 episodes,
Mm-hmm.
but like he wasn't there for the Whisper arc. If he was there for the Whisper arc,
Yeah, but the Whisper arc was sick.
it was cool. But Beta falling down the elevator, and then getting up and be like, I just tripped.
Well, that's Beta.
I hated that. Hated that.
Yeah, I did too, but I still love the show.
Yeah, it was a good show. But the final 2 seasons, that's what brought this down to number 4.
11 and 12 sucks.
I don't know what happened in
Or
episode
10 and
10
11.
or season 10.
Yeah, they just stretched it out too much. COVID happened, which ruined a lot of those episodes.
Yep. Season 11 was Commonwealth, and if Dwight was still on the show, and if Rick was still on the show, and Carl, it would have been perfect. Like if they would have done what they
ruined
did
it
in the comics,
that aspect. Yeah,
they ruined it for sure.
Yeah,
Especially
I agree.
Daryl at the very end, be like, "We're not the Walking Dead." You're
Yeah.
like, "Shut up." Rick said we are.
Yeah, you're not
not
Rick.
Rick.
You don't get to tell us.
Yeah.
You don't get to rewrite this story. You're not even in the comics.
Yeah.
But and then all the spin-off shows kind of are stupid. Other than
I've
maybe,
watched the spinoff shows, and let me tell you, they besmirch the Walking Dead's universe.
Yeah, they tried
They're-
too hard.
They're not good. Like,
Very.
it's something to watch, but that's all it is. Like, I will not rewatch those shows, and they don't have. They're in my bottom 50.
I would rewatch the Rick Michonne series with somebody who hasn't seen it.
Yeah, that's the best one.
Yeah, like I'll watch it with Dad because Dad hasn't seen it.
But then again, Rick Jr. ruined the finale.
Oh, I hate Rick Jr.
Hey, you the
I would
brave
love-
man. Oh man,
This-
there's edits on TikTok of people like making Rick shoot his gun.
Yeah, the same way Hulk like punches Thor
yeah.
when they're just standing there. I just wish Rick would have just punched him right in the face.
I wish Michonne would have slashed his head off.
Yeah, that would have made it for a great. That might have made
Yeah.
the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
The show entirely. But yeah, no, the Walking Dead is your number 4, I guess. Considering other than your number 1, considering what other shows could possibly be, I can see it. My number 4 is Dexter.
Dexter.
Yeah, I did like that show a
I
lot.
watched 5 episodes and I was like, nah.
I thought about putting Dexter at 3.
I heard the final seasons were terrible.
No, I wouldn't say that. I liked them all. They got a bunch of spinoffs now. The new spinoff comes out July 11th. My birthday comes out. Dexter Resurrection is
On
the new
11th.
show. Yeah, it comes out next Friday.
They've been promoting the crap out of that. I've seen it for a while.
Yeah, I spent. Yeah, because it was such a. I mean, Dexter's been gone for years, and now he's coming back.
Yeah, my mom named a cat over him.
It is a really good show. I mean, you're following this serial killer who's also in the
Yeah.
or in the police department.
Right.
You know, it's kind of a cool.
And he's got no emotion.
Yeah, he doesn't have any. I mean, when you see your mom get chopped up to bits right in front of you at 3 or 4 years old, it kind of messes with your psyche, I'd imagine. But yeah, I love that show. I mean,
Debatable.
my top 5, my top 5, the shows could all be interchangeable, and I wouldn't care really.
They're all the same.
Yeah, really. But I mean, to an extent, I wouldn't be mad at myself if I'd put that at number 2 or number 1.
All right.
That'd have been fun.
That's crazy. Because, like, just the thing, like, me personally, I got bored of it after episode 5. I was like, okay, he's doing the same thing, basically.
Well, it's like any other show. I mean, you can get bored after the first season trying to get through it.
No, I mean, it just depends. Like, it depends on what it is, like, if it interests you or not. And
Yeah.
Dexter, I was just like, it turned into, like, him trying to find a big criminal, but in the middle of him trying to find the big guy, he would kill many tiny guys.
Yeah, but he wanted to kill the big guy.
Yeah,
He just-
I'm sure he did.
Yeah, and sometimes he does.
And then he gets a new big guy.
Yep, in Miami. There's a lot of crime in Miami.
Yeah,
Miami Metro.
everywhere.
Just
And
Miami.
you run most crime in Virginia.
If I did, I wouldn't be here. I'd be in a
No,
mansion.
you're just good at hiding it. Yeah, that's I can see that because of my mom and the fan. Like, that show did have a good fan base.
Yeah, it's a great show.
Number 3, The Office.
Did you give your number 4? Yeah, The Walking Dead. Yep.
Number 3 is The Office. That show is such a comfort show. I've seen it 9 times.
It is.
One day I'll watch it for the 10th.
One day. When you have kids.
Yeah.
If.
If.
Yeah, The Office is a good show. Very rewatchable, very high quotes.
Hilarious. Every episode I laugh.
Yeah, especially when Michael's there.
3! Usually hit those.
Oh, I'm so mad that Pam got hurt. I'll get it.
I'll get it.
Him trying to stall that entire thing was
Yeah.
so funny. He's like, how many times do we have to get this right? Or whatever. So he's like, once, twice, 3 times. Dwight, come on. Hold on. I'm not finished. 4.
5.
So funny.
The Dwight and Jim dynamic is
that was
unmatchable.
great. And they're like best friends. Sometimes they're best
very
friends.
end.
Sometimes they're joking around.
And then when Michael returned for the final,
just to say that's what she said.
that's what she said. Like, there's no better return for him.
Nah, that show might have had a good ending.
It did.
Yeah, it did.
Very emotional.
Yeah, you cried.
That's why
a
you
lot.
have to restart.
You cried
I
so
never cried.
much.
I never cried about that. But that, honestly, that's probably like, that's definitely a top 2 ending for me.
Mm-hmm.
Out of any show I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's a great ending. Great show.
But you got to watch the pilot after that because of how much emotional toll it takes.
Yeah, you gotta like get into it. Yeah, you have to just watch the first episode just to get get it all back.
Yeah, you're like, oh, it's just beginning.
Everything's fine.
Yeah,
It's just a show.
yeah, it's just
Seth can
a TV
stop
show.
crying now because it's not real.
Still cried.
My number 3 is the same thing. I don't even really have to get into
The
it.
Office?
Yeah.
So we got 2 of the same rankings.
Yeah, 5 and 3. But The Office is just. Yeah, I already gave all my reasonings with you. It's the same
amazing
thing.
show.
It's amazing.
Peak.
Peak cinema.
I don't think I've ever
some
laughed
might
harder.
say. Yeah, that show has a lot.
Like,
Although I've laughed a lot at my number 2.
I've seen it 9 times, and if I watch it right now, I'll still laugh.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah, I would kill you to watch that for the first time.
Yeah, I would kill me.
Yeah.
To
Yep.
watch it.
Yep.
Not for you.
All right,
though.
give your number 2.
Me give my number 2. My number
Yeah.
2 is Modern Family.
Modern Family.
Because
I can see it.
I can rewatch that show more times than I can rewatch The Office. I'd say.
What?
Because Phil is my favorite. I mean, I've been
It's
rewatching
just-
that. That's my new comfort show. That's what I put on.
I feel like Modern Family has too much, like, they're trying to teach you a lesson. They're like, this is why you don't
Yeah, they do that sometimes at the end
have
of the
sexual
episode.
interest in your cousin, which
What's up
Bryce
with you
always
having-
Bryce always ignores that episode. He's like, he's like, if I want to have interest in my cousin,
Oh,
I'm gonna
Manny?
do that. Yeah.
Manny and
Haley?
Haley and Manny and Alex, I think, and
I don't think
idiot Lily and Manny.
Lily's easily the
I
worst
hate
character.
Lily.
Lily is like Kelly in that show.
She's like
Or our Jess.
oh Lily and Kelly are two of my least favorite characters of all time on this planet.
Yeah.
Jeez, why do I keep doing that?
I don't know. I didn't mind her as a baby.
I'm gonna keep my shoe on
As a baby, she was funny because she didn't do nothing.
because she didn't speak.
Yep.
Which you didn't like.
That
she
one
was-
episode where she was like smiling. She had the weird smile. They were taking family
Oh
picture.
yeah, hated that. And
Man.
she's like, "Why? I look beautiful." It's like, no, you don't. You never have, never will.
Yeah. It's like, this is my normal smile.
You don't have any friends, family, or land. So
She
get
didn't.
out of here.
She did not.
Tired of it. Tired of her.
That's a good number 2 in a different universe.
Yeah, it's an honorable mention for you, which is wild.
Yeah, because my top 10 is my top 10. All right. My number 2 is Invincible. Easily potential for number 1 once more seasons come out. But that's if they stay true to the comics, which so far they have. But yeah, there's only 3 seasons right now. Season 3 was amazing.
See, but you give the, like the Punisher, you gave it 5 because it didn't have enough episodes.
Right.
But you gave One Punch Man.
It was like number 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 8.
Invincible has 3 seasons. I don't know.
Invincible season 2. Well, Invincible was because the comics are like I like the comics more than I like the Walking Dead comics.
Wild.
It's such a good universe, very unique, and just a lot of twists, a lot of turns, a lot of just awesome characters. I want to get one of the characters tattooed on me one day.
I would.
His name is
Probably
Battle Beast. He's awesome.
sounds cool. Battle
Yeah.
Beast.
See, one day Bryce will watch
No, I'm
Invincible,
never gonna watch it.
and he'll be like, "Man, I've been missing out."
That show
It's
I'll
got
never.
Steven. It's got Glenn.
I
You
don't
used
care
to
about
you used
Glenn.
to fanboy over Glenn.
No, I hated Glenn.
No, you loved Glenn.
I literally he died and I did not. Everybody was like crying about it. I was
Your
like,
dad
who
stopped
cares
watching
about
the show
Glenn?
because of
Yeah,
it.
Glenn was like just the most side. He was like
Yeah.
he was an A-list, but he was a side A-list. It's like
Yeah, he was
wasn't Daryl or.
the morality.
I was
of
more
the
upset
show.
about Abraham.
So was I, because he was cool, big.
Yeah, Denise when she got shot in the
Denise.
eye. I was
Yep.
more shocked by that. I was like, she was talking with an arrow in her eye. Great show.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so Invincible makes it. Obviously, I've never seen it.
one day you will.
I
It
don't
is
think I
such a
will.
good show.
I really don't think. I
Season 3 alone is like good enough to watch it.
will.
'Cause season 1 and 2, you're really just learning the characters. There's good episodes, especially season 1. Season 1, final 2 episodes. There's only 24 episodes in the whole show right now. 8 episodes a season.
And it's number 2.
Yeah, it's so good.
There's more episodes in 1.5 seasons of The Walking Dead.
Same amount of episodes.
1.5 seasons. Yeah,
So,
but not if
Bryce
you're
is
counting
not good at
season
math.
11. Season 11 had like 20 episodes.
Yeah, it was the worst season of them all too.
Yeah, it wasn't that great.
What's your?
I mean,
number
I did
one?
like the climbing walkers, but anyways, my number 2.
They should have done
Oh, my
that way
one.
earlier.
Yeah, they should have. My number 1's The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead.
That's my favorite show of all time. I watched it, starting in season 2. When Shane, that's when we first got introduced to John Bernthal. You grow, every character is just, there's a backstory for each one.
Right.
Everything about them. They got the kind of like, you grow attachment to each character. You get to see them grow, and then you see them die.
Mm-hmm.
Or you see them prosper. You see them
Most of the time they
change.
die.
Like Rick. How Rick was in the beginning and to how he was when
Yeah.
he died.
Love those edits.
Or like season 6 Rick, where he goes and he goes into the what's it called, the Savior Sanctuary, not the sanctuary but the outpost.
Yeah.
And he just kills all those people in their sleep.
Oh yeah, he's like, this is what we gotta do.
Like
to
it's
survive.
them or us, basically, that kind of thing. He went from
Yeah, he said,
not wanting
if we don't-
Shane
Yeah.
to kill walkers.
Hypocrite.
Yeah, Shane would have been a
I would,
great.
yeah,
I wish
it's
they'd
one
do
of-
a spin-off where
a
Rick
what if.
dies. Yeah,
A what if Shane survived? Well, I want them both to be alive.
yeah, they should do 2 spin-offs.
And Lori die.
Yeah, Lori. They should do a spinoff where Lori didn't exist ever.
Yep.
She's up there with Kelly and
She's a terrible
Lily.
character.
just cheating on Rick, and then she's
And she's like, I want to be
messing
back
around
with
with
Rick.
Shane, and then she's telling Shane she hates him, and then she loves Shane. She's like, just
Yeah, it was
do something with your life.
stupid.
But yeah, that show is just
Your number one.
absolute. I mean, even though the 10th and 11th seasons aren't that good,
That's why
I think the rest of the show, you still have
Yeah, it's peak.
like 80 episodes of great storytelling and
Yeah.
follows the comics and kind of changes some of the comics.
Mm-hmm.
I just love that. And No Way Out, season 6, episode 9. That's why I was wondering why you didn't put season 6, like 1 through 6, as being top, because you got No Way Out, you got the
True.
one where he goes to the outpost, you got where they're actually lined up with
I think
Negan.
there was a few filler episodes in season 6.
Not as much as season 5. Season 5 had that episode with Beth and the hospital
Yeah.
stuff.
Hated the hospital stuff.
Every season's gonna have some filler, but
Although
season
her
5
death was emotional. It was a shocker.
Yeah, it was. Her getting. I remember just laying there, my eyes just
Season
shot
6
open.
ending on a cliffhanger. And we had to wait over a year.
Oh yeah, but it had me talking about it for months. I was trying to
You know
figure
how
out
many-
who.
Yeah, how many videos I watched? Being like,
Yeah.
this is why.
He had to have killed Abraham.
But literally, the night that episode aired, Grandma was like, I think it was Abraham. And me and you were like, well, I think it's Glenn because of the comics.
And then he
So
killed
we-
Abraham, and
we
then I was
technically
like,
predicted.
well, it doesn't seem like it's ending. And
Yeah.
Glenn looks like an idiot over there, just staring off into space.
Yeah, he was like, oh.
He's like, I guess I'll just sit here. It's like, shut up,
nothing's
Glenn.
happening.
Glad you're dead. Sorry.
Yeah, really. I'm glad Maggie watched it as she was pregnant and sick.
So what's your number one?
Easily. Invincible could beat this one day if they do it
Have
right.
I even heard of this show?
Yes. Attack on Titan
Oh God, you
Attack
have
on
so much
Titan-
anime in your.
is anybody that's watched it, they know. Episode 1 to the final one.
All the 14-year-olds out here who have seen
I think
this
there's
show.
like 80 episodes, but no. Attack on Titan is peak. There's so many twists and turns. Like, there's no shot in the world that you could. And there's so much foreshadowing that you don't even pick up on until you watch it again.
Foreshadowing.
I've seen it, I think, 3 or 4 times. And I just started watching it in, like, I think 2023 when it ended. When I first watched it, they didn't have the dub version of the finale, and I had to watch with subtitles on. And it did kind of, like, kill the whole time I've been watching it dub, English voice actors. The voice acting is so good, and the story is so good. So much character development. It's like The Walking Dead. A lot of people die.
It's like The Walking Dead, except it's cartoon,
It's
and it's not zombies, and it's not cool.
It's better than zombies. It's freaking
No.
monster-like humans. And
So is
some of them-
Monsters vs. Aliens, which is
No.
a sick movie. Love that movie.
And they never made a sequel of that.
No, you can't make a sequel of that.
But yeah,
I
Attack
can't
on
believe
Titan.
Attack on
Oh
Titan
my
is
lord,
your number
I can
one.
never.
Your number 1, 2, 8, 7, 5.
You just don't like anything.
All of
that's-
yours are anime.
You like
It's
SpongeBob. You like childlike anime.
that's nostalgia, and it's not anime.
It's
It's
anime.
animation.
Anime,
Anime is a Japanese word.
right?
And it's an American TV show that built basically our humor.
SpongeBob.
Yeah,
Mm.
the stupid like.
I like when he's like, "Don't you mean the top?"
Yeah, he's like,
Something
I'm
with
gonna get
anger.
to the bottom of this. Wouldn't that be the top?
Then I'm getting on Squidward's nerves all the time.
When they're up there, he's like, "What'd you say about his ship and how it was dirty?" And he's like, zaps Squidward, and he's like,
"No, it was his mother. You said was
said his-
dirty."
"He got him," and then he started zapping him, and he finally sent him through that portal where he's just endlessly falling.
Yeah, it's like that
Oh,
Loki
man.
bit in Marvel.
Yeah, except
We should do a Marvel ranking.
yeah, I mean that would be
We probably have more in some similarity.
probably because we can't possibly have anime. If anime didn't exist, our list would have probably been the same. But anime exists.
No, I definitely want to put Andy Griffith.
Oh well, no, I'm talking about like the
I'm
top
just surprised
5.
we had 3 and 5.
Yeah, 3 and 5 were the same.
3 and 5, yeah.
I'm surprised Walking Dead was your 4th.
Because the final seasons ruined it.
Yeah, but the rest of it does more.
No, you got to consider the entire.
Some of the best episodes of any show, period, are mainly from that show.
No Way Out was a good episode.
No Way Out's a great episode. No
But like
Sanctuary.
Invincible, the
4 Walls
season
and a
1
Roof.
finale, the season 3 finale of Invincible, it's like just so peak.
No, I don't think.
Also, Attack on I'm not even kidding. Attack on Titan's story is insane.
I can't get like a actual connection to a character that's animated.
You could if you watched it.
No, because I'm not a child.
No, well,
I'm
you
a
watch
grown
SpongeBob, and
man.
you would die for SpongeBob.
I wouldn't.
You said that
I wouldn't.
because you're like Patrick Star. You just there's not much thinking going on.
There's a lot of thinking going on. I'm thinking about different ways to make your life hell for putting Attack on Titan at your number one.
Yeah, well, anybody that's watched Attack on Titan, they say the same thing. They say it's number one.
Yeah, they're all freshmen in high school.
It ruined other animes, like, or just other shows, because there's no other show in general that like has a concept or story that's written so well.
I can't.
It's so good.
I can't.
So
I'm
good.
hearing you, and I'm just
Not
trying
listening.
not to yell.
You're not listening.
I'm hearing you. I'm not listening.
There's no story in the entire universe.
The glazing you have for anime is
Nope.
the most.
No, it's not anime. It's Attack on Titan.
It's anime.
Which I don't know if I'll get it tattooed on me, but there is a potential tattoo idea for Attack
You're
on
just gonna
Titan.
be a walking.
No, I want my
comic
leg to have a
book.
bunch of cool characters.
Yeah, you're gonna be a
You ever
walking
see people with
comic
like they get like their favorite TV show characters?
book. Yeah.
Some people do like a full Mario sleeve. I'm like, you really like Mario that much?
Yeah, there's too many colors for that.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's why it's cool because it's colorful. But
It fades.
like Ninja,
Gotcha.
he's got like a few like video game characters. He's making a sleeve of it. I just think it's cool.
He's a gamer. That's what he's gonna do. He's a streamer.
Yeah, but Battle Beast is definitely he's getting on me one day.
This is.
If they besmirch him in the show after I get him tattooed
You
on
said
me,
besmirched twice.
when?
You said it earlier. You said that the something
great word.
besmirched something.
It's a great word.
I've never even heard that word.
You said taint.
Beseech. I beseech. Besmirch.
Beseech. I don't even think that's a word.
That is. It's in the Bible. I beseech thee. I think it's like I see ya.
Yeah. Good
on?
logic. Good explaining.
I can't remember what it means. I don't know the context. I'm trying to think. I think he's like, I beseech thee, for you have. I think it's a bad thing.
You don't know.
Like,
You
I
can't
hate,
quote.
like, you
Well, then I
you
beseech
did
you.
something wrong. Yeah.
beseech
Well,
you.
I hope it means something good. And you just said that. It's on tape.
I'll cut it. I'll look it up and cut it.
Yeah. But, all right. I guess we'll call it there. We did the 10. I can't believe your top 2. Your
I
top,
can't believe The Walking Dead is number 1 for you.
How can you not believe that?
I think The
it's
Office
like the
is
most
better.
well-known thing about me that anybody knows is that I love that show.
Yeah, but The Office.
It's not like it's just a funny,
You've watched The
Comfort
Office more
show.
times than The Walking Dead.
because it's a comfort show. You have to like give The Walking Dead some time, and then you can rewatch it and be able to really take it in again.
Yeah.
You've watched that too many times. It's just like you know what's gonna
I've watched The
happen.
Walking Dead like 6 times.
Yeah, I have too. But it's been years that it's been out.
True.
But
that
yeah,
was-
I guess we'll call it there. I'm
that was
gonna probably hit you with my elbow when we turn this camera off, so it's not on.
See, he's gonna take away my food privileges.
But
But yeah, that was a well done podcast.
well done podcast.